Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing a new one, and no, it's not on the list. This is just a bonus one that I got really excited for, and yeah, I'm going to do it. It's Henry's Nightguard, which is headcanons of what Henry would be like with a female Nightguard, and a scenario in his point of view of what he would be like confessing to a female Nightguard in a scenario that I did, which is you, the listener. Now let's do this. Okay, so disclaimer: Henry Emily is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine as long as you separate fiction from reality. And do not be gross about it. You know what I mean. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Now on with the headcanons. He had brought you in on. He would bring you on his plan with William to finally burn him alive and such, and get rid of his remnant, using you to spy on William before he became with Springtrap, if that was the case, or to be watching Springtrap while he is as Springtrap before he tried the first fire. The thing he did not think of was happening, though, was falling in love with you, because he didn't fall in love with you right away. You were just so stunning that he did have attraction to you, but the more he gets to know you, the more he would fall in love with you. And where were we? You are a beautiful woman, though he does struggle with a bit older. He is old enough to be your older brother, or to be even for you to even be the age of his daughter if she was still around. He was not a creepy old man, at least that's what he told himself. He would spend the nights with you a lot of the time, coming in to watch the animatronics just so he could spend time with you and actually get to know you. And it drives him mad. He decides what is the worst thing that could. He decides to confess to you eventually, because what's the worst thing that you can happen? You can say no. He's the type to keep you by his side, no matter what, in any attraction you are at or any restaurant you're at, of watching Five Nights at Freddy's and such, in Freddy's Diner and such. He deals with rivals by making you work longer hours with him. That way you are too tired at the end of the shift to go and spend time with rivals, so you're mostly sleeping. And when you are with him on those shifts, he's able to get to know you and worm his way into your heart. A little manipulative in him, and using and abusing his power as your boss. That way, I basically said that. He knows his days with you are the best, and they actually give him joy ever since he lost Charlotte, and that he feels way much better now that he has a life with you. Maybe he could even grow old with you. He would confess to you on one of these long night shifts. If you say yes, he would be happy and would spend that very night doing something else with you instead of watching the animatronics. Good thing they don't want to kill him as much. If you said no, he lets that sink in and starts plotting and planning on how he can make you his and his alone. Without hurting you, of course. You are his darling Nightguard. He trusts you a lot. And he also worries about you constantly. He would also isolate you, so you would only work with him, so that he would see you for up to 12-hour shifts every single day for 5 days of the week. So he would maximum the time he spends with you. There is no ways he would not get feeling, so that there would be no ways that with these 12 hours with him and him maximizing his time with you, there's no way you will not get feelings for this man. You are definitely getting feelings for this man. He is kind of a big teddy bear Yandere, in which he's always supportive, always loving, always gentle with you, but is also a bear, so he will viciously rip off someone's head or set someone on fire if they were to harm you. He also worries about you and tries his best to take care of you, basically fathering you sometimes, in which he has to use his parental side to make sure that you're eating enough, you're eating the right meals, and that you are getting enough sleep. But he's also always the type to make you confident in yourself. Is a supportive yandere and yet a self-sacrificing yandere type, in which he will sacrifice himself to save you and to give you the best life, and still, even if it means he cannot be with you in the end, that he put your life before his. Though in his ideal world, he wouldn't have to put his life before his, that you two would end up happily ever after, but he's a realist after what happened. Now, that's basically the traits and such. Now, on to the scenario, which, yes, is in Henry's point of view. So when I say I am speaking as him. That is basically who is saying and thinking these things. Okay. I looked at her as we sit in the office. She is so beautiful. I long to be with her and be able. I long to be able to be with her. There we go. Not just watch over her and sit here. I know I am kind of creepy to her. I am almost old enough to be her father, for Christ's sakes. I looked at her again and watched her as she reads her book and eats the meal I brought for her. I made it specifically for her because it is her favorite meal. She looks up at me from her book. You're doing it again, she tells me. What? I asked, being pulled out of my thoughts. Staring at me and getting lost in thought. You do that a lot, she tells me. I blush and clear my throat. Sorry. It is okay. Just wondering, what you think about when you do that? Are you thinking about her? She is referring to my daughter Charlotte or Charlie. I look away. No, I am not, I say, and pick up the tablet to flick through the cameras. When I worked here with her, when I worked here with her, the animatronics did not seem to be as interested in us. When she worked here alone, she had some trouble, but not as much as Michael. Michael is the spitting image of his father. So they assume that Michael is the man that got destroyed them, killed them, let's just be honest, and tried to attack him all the time. Henry, why did you hire me? She asks suddenly. Because I needed a new Nightguard, I tell her, which was partly true. She was also very beautiful and fit the bill. Yeah, but Michael told me you normally hire people and only keep them for a week with this job. Except for him. Though you told me told me what is really going on and kept me around all this time, then showed me the proof of the missing children. I did not leave, and now we are here. So why do you keep me around? She asks curiously. I have grown to care for you, I tell her, which was partly true and not all the way honest. Okay, she says and hits the button. As Bonnie had wandered back here. I feel bad for them. So much pain. So this remnant thing, what if the soul leaves but the pain stays? She asked curiously. I did not think of that. We get to talking about that, and soon it is morning. She gave me a She gave a face crack and yawn, her eyes closing and her showing off her teeth. Looks like it's time for me to hit the sack, she tells me. See you tonight, Henry. Your name. Wait, I say, and she turns to me. I have feelings for you. Would you like to grab dinner before your shift? I blurted it out. I didn't even think about it. I stumbled over my words, and now she is laughing, and I feel my heart sink. It is about time you asked, she laughed. Wait, what? I know the way you look at me, Henry. Pick me up at 8, she tells me. I watched her as she walks away, waving back at me, and my heart raced, and a grin came to my face. I told her how I felt, and she said yes. She is the one. She is one step closer to being mine. 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 All mine. Everything is getting better, and soon Charlie will be at peace, and your name will be mine forever and ever. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. I really tripped over my words less than I usually do, but I still feel like I messed up. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And if you would like to see more, I'm also going to be doing a William with a female night guard, headcanons and scenarios, as this was requested on Tumblr. I know I should have focused on the YouTube backlog, but I also have 102, well now 101, well 101.5 backlog on Tumblr as well. And yeah, so I have to get that as well. So I thought, why not do it as written and speech, because I thought, what the heck. So anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye! Oh, and yes, and have a Merry Christmas if I don't make enough videos before Christmas. Bye!